So welcome back. This is gonna be day 2 of Inktober. I don't remember what the prompt is for today. I don't think. Oh yes I do, and I know what I'm gonna draw. Let's get to it. Oh, this paper is really nice. So I'm using the Strathmore 300 series smooth surface, not vellum, not textured. It's very smooth Bristol paper. Today's prompt for Inktober 2025 is weave, and it actually made me think of spiders and how they weave their webs. So I'm going to do, fittingly for Halloween, a spider, and more importantly, the Black Widow. What's really cool, especially about this picture of her that I'm seeing, is that it is incredibly messy. It reminds me almost of like neurons when you look at it. Dye stain, like a fluorescent stain of neurons. They look like a jumbled mess. But for them, they have irregular, almost like cobwebs. The way this picture that I'm using as reference, the way that it's set, actually I'm going to flip it because she looks like she's disinterested in the thing that's caught in her web. I want to flip it around and make it look more ominous. So I'm going to draw her here, and I'm going to draw her prey over here. Because right now she's just kind of facing away, so I'm going to draw her here and then her prey here. And I'm using the Staedtler to sketch with, the Staedtler 2.0 millimeter, and I don't sharpen it. I'm just leaving it fat because I like the fatter lines, keep it loose. So I'm gonna do her big old goose egg, right? Let's say here, I'm gonna make her look really big and kind of in your face. Now I don't have to follow exactly what's on here as long as her leg count is correct, but I think I'm gonna keep it kind of as true as I can. And her little hourglass thing on the back, her looks sort of like that. She's got quite a bit of shine going on, so I'm gonna try to thicken her legs up so you can see them better. There's a lot of shine on her exoskeleton, as it were. These sort of come off of where her abdominal, I should say her thoracic. This is sort of more of her abdominal area, I guess. Sort of like a thoracic kind of, not that they have a thoracic specifically, but it's just, I'm thinking of it like a human. Let's see, here I'm just drawing through just so I know like if the position is right for her legs coming into the body, like right about there. That's all I'm doing. I didn't show this in the last one I did, but I actually did erase the pencil away. Yeah, she's got these crazy long front legs. Her head is in this area. It's hard to tell from a lot of these pictures, mainly because she's so black, but also because the angle she's at is really hard to see sort of the shape of where her head's at. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it. When I draw people, I tend to do this where I'm like, I put the points of reference where like their joints would be and stuff. I'm doing sort of the same thing with her front legs, so I know. See, she's pretty ominous looking. So she's huge. You know what? I don't like the way this looks specifically because from the angle, I think what is happening is that her leg is, I feel like, is just going like back here somewhere. So I'm just going to interpret it myself and make it similar to this leg over here. So that way she looks like she's sitting on a web, which is a hot mess, as I said. So she has one more that comes out here, cuts really hard. There she goes. Her, this hourglass thing might be a little bigger than what I've drawn it here. Just a red patch she's got on her back. And it looks like, honestly, it looks like her legs do come over the top of this back side. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but she looks all creepy and ominous. Just kind of shading that a little bit. It has sort of like almost like a shield kind of shape to it right here. This kind of gets dark as it gets closer, kind of webbed together. So like right in here, it's sort of like, it reminds me of like, webbing, like your duck webbing or something as it connects to the body. And I assume it's flexible, but just how it appears. And there's a lot of reflection right here on her back. This, very light. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm wearing my blue shades again, well, blue tinted glasses because I still haven't bothered to fix other ones. All right, I'm gonna move this up a little bit so I can draw this guy. It looks like honestly don't know what that is. I don't know, he's some kind of insect and he's screwed. I think I'll just draw what I see. He kind of looks like a cricket, I think. I don't quote me on that. I don't actually know. So I'm just going to go with what I see. And he kind of, I don't know. If you guys know what he is, let me know if I'm drawing him all right. I don't know. I honestly don't know what he is. He doesn't quite look like a grasshopper. I mean, he could be a grasshopper. I mean, I don't know if these are wings or it's his legs, or I'll have to look it up. I don't really know what he is. Make sure I get his proportions right. Get him close anyway. So this is his body. He has sort of another appendage coming off of here. This dude's seen better days. Kind of reminds me of cricket. I don't really, honestly, like I said, I don't really know what he is. He's dead is what he is. This kind of reminds me of drawing on like a very similar kind of feel. Obviously it doesn't indent like poster board does. I don't know, it's really smooth. It's nice. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to save the web for last. I'm just going to go chaotic with it because I think it looks really cool. Ooh, I could use my red ink too because she's red in parts on her body and then she's black. And of course the background's blue, but I'm not bother with that. I say of course like you can see it, but it's a skyish, well, it's actually, I have my glasses on, kind of a grayish tinted blue. So at any rate, I think I do want to try to make this red. I don't know how the pencil is going to take with the red ink, but I think I'm going to try that first, and then if I have to, I'll go clean it off, come back, and then fill in the rest. But this dude has seen better days, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. For the curious-minded, this is this little plastic dropper that came with it for refilling a fountain pen, which I do not have. And this is the blue. Of course, the pigment settles, so really get it on there. Oh, just needs a good shaking. It's a really intense blue. It's really pretty. The black, which, just black. Here's the red, which is really nice color. And then the white. Oh, that white. I should have done this. No, it is what it is. I think I could have done this on the black. That would have been really cool, but that's all right. Oh, you know what else? Fingerling is just a little further out. Just reaching out to him. And she just has little, I suppose those could be white. I'm gonna go get a paper towel. All right then. I just thought the Black Widow would be a really cool thing to do. Just figured why not. I don't know how long these things have been sitting there. I'm not afraid of getting ink on me. I just trying not to make a damn mess. Okay, so I'm gonna try a different one again. Let's see. We did. I don't know what the hell a mapping nib is. I think I used the Japanese one last time. I used the school nib. I don't know what a reservoir nib is. To be honest, I don't know what most of these mean. Let's try the mapping nib because it's thin. I don't really have a proper place to keep these things, so I'm just leaving them in the plastic bag. Yeah, I suppose this is it. The mapping nib, as it were. Okay, that seat's all the way down in there. I always forget if these are going to go all the way down in or if they stop at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how deep the little plastic holder is. It stops. Like a good thing. Otherwise, I might lose the damn thing. Okay, I'm going to attempt. Also, I'm not worried about the shirt that I'm wearing. I used to use this shirt for airbrushing, so it's seen its day. Okay, it's very, very, very small nib. Yeah, it's a very, very, God, this is a really tiny nib. This will be really good for like really painstaking hatching and stuff. Might be really cool for I'm just trying to get some of this ink out of here. And just for S's and G's, I'm going to put a little bit of red in here, just like this. That's all she wrote, really. I mean, I could stand to go a little harder on the red. This nib is just really small. I mean, obviously I knew it was small, but I didn't think it was going to be this small. It's ridiculous. I'll try to come back and highlight that with white, because that'll be cool. I should have just left that white, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I do. Yeah, right. I'm gonna clean this real quick. Nibs are really easy to clean. I just dip it in there and then drop it on the paper towel, wipe it off, and it's done. You can also put it into some water to get most of the ink off first, but this keeps it from going everywhere. I think I'm gonna hold on to this nib for the spider web when I get to it. I think this was the first one I used, was the spoon nib, and that's the Japanese one. Yeah, this is the spoon nib. So there's quite a bit of width to it. Okay, this is the school nib. I'm not sure if I use this one or the other one. I'm gonna try this one real quick though, and I'll try the reservoir one, the reservoir one, because I mean, I might as well try it, and then I can sage write them all. All right. Now I'm just gonna keep using this black ink because I might as well burn through it. Actually, let me shake it because pigment sits. Trying to maintain this line. Not trying to get in your way there. If I am, most of this is gonna be black, so I'm not too worried about it being perfect. Getting this stuff everywhere. Hang on. Just trying to make sure I reserve spots for shiny stuffs. I do want to try to come in here with something heavier and really get her to shine. This dip jar is not ideal. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it every damn where. All right, I'm gonna try a different nib. Actually, I'm gonna try it after I do this. This is getting to be a bit messy. Sorry if I'm not being as entertaining as I try to be. Just having one of them days, just chilling, kind of being messy. I'm gonna eke him upside down because, well, I don't have any room to do it. Try my best to stay out of the camera. If I happen to get in your way of your view, my apologies. I'm also trying not to knock this reservoir over. Okay, now that I'm making an absolute mess, I'm gonna switch up the nib. I'm gonna go wash my hands out real quick. All right then. Now that I'm back, I guess I want to give this reservoir nib a try. I'm just gonna assume its name says something about its ability to hold more ink, but I have no damn idea, okay? Also, I said I wasn't gonna open the other one, but I think I am, because the problem with this is trying to get this out of here without touching the sides and making a damn mess. So screw it, I'm gonna open this one anyway. I am gonna use the other one, but I think what I'm gonna do is maybe mix the two of them together if I get to the point where this one's worn down. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I don't know if they're formulated the same way. Oh, come the hell on. Are you serious? Happy accidents. We're just gonna leave that there. It'll be part of the ambiance of what's going on in his... I'm gonna actually do something with that, but all right, I'm gonna try this. Seems to be going a lot further. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm very new with using these nibs in like an inkwell, and again, first time doing InkTober. I have no idea what I'm going for. I'm just drawing, just trying to chill and have a good time. It's been a hell of a year, I'll tell you that much. Certainly going further with this nib. Seems like too that the ink isn't absorbing instantly into the paper, but it's also not like feathering like it does on the textured watercolor paper. I think because of that, it's allowing me to pick up some of this ink again. Let me not Italian hand when I'm holding ink, right? I'm gonna do it one more time because I want this widow to be really dark. That's important. I think it's kind of cool looking. I certainly draw better than I ink. I don't know if that's saying much. Trying to contour here a little bit. Kind of give it like a spirally effect on her, you know, I want to say abdomen. I'm not sure that that's correct, but you know what I'm saying. This rounded part of her body. I actually did study biology, believe it or not. I just don't remember. I love spiders too. I mean, they can be, don't get me wrong, they can be creepy. Like I respect them. I'm not gonna go walk up to a black widow and just go, hey baby, how you doing, and pet her. I mean, but I do respect them though. I think they're really cool. I do remember book lungs. They have book lungs, which is really cool. I remember reading that. I'm like, what the hell? So they don't act like, well, I should say they don't, most insects sort of quote unquote breathe through cutaneously, which means they pull their nutrients in through their chitin or their skin, if you will. It's like a hardened, chitin's very similar to like your nail structure. You know, it's very hard. You know, when you crunch a bug, you know, that's what it is. They're made out of a pretty solid stuff. It's sort of their exoskeleton is their skeleton, you know, part of who they are. And yeah, they go crunch because of their chitin. There's a point to that. Spiders, yeah, they don't breathe the same way, so to speak, as insects do cutaneously. They actually do have a type of lung, which is really cool. It makes them very different. All right, so now I think I'm going a little chaotic on this because there is a spot on her, this spot here, this white spot. It is a blue tone, but I think that'll take away too much, so I'm gonna actually just go for something like that. Let's hatch her up a little bit. I think that's cool. I'm okay with that. He's not perfect, but I don't care. I mean, he's gonna die. So I'm going to just go chaotic with this. I'm gonna see if this works like I want it to, but I think I'm gonna try to do a Jackson Pollock, and I don't know that it's gonna work, but I am experimenting. And what I mean is not necessarily that it's exactly like his style. I just mean that I'm gonna just let it be where it's gonna be. This web is just as a mess. They're completely irregular. They don't connect their webs in like a really pretty way. It just looked kind of messy, which is kind of cool. Like I said, neurons, right? I'm kind of going for that too. I just wanted it to be playful. I'm just having fun, man. I'm not thinking much of this. Don't get me wrong. I'm taking this seriously. I just trying to have fun with it. He's just now getting tangled up in this web in this picture, so I'm gonna kind of keep to that. He's kind of just like stuck. I mean, she's even in it. Like it's like goes across her. It's crazy, and I think that's kind of cool actually. I don't hate it, so that's cool. This part is just me being chaotic and quote unquote artistic. Make it what you want it to be, but when you look at this web, it actually does have stuff like this. Like it is a mess. It's not pretty. Looks crazy and wild and not as put together as you might expect it to be because it's a spider. That's pretty cool though. I really like the way this paper feels. It's the first time I've ever drawn on Bristol. Drawing on it is super smooth, but like the ink going on here, I feel like I keep waiting to tear through it, and because it's Bristol, it's not going to. I just think that's pretty cool. With that, I'm going to sign it. Yeah, Toba 2. I'm just numbering them as I go, so I remember when I drew them, because I'm sure by the time I get done, I won't remember. Hey, that was a lot of fun. I mean, it seemed like it in my voice. It might seem really, I'm not trying to sound lethargic or anything, but no, I actually had a really good time. It was fun. I like doing this. I'm going to go on and put this all together and get on it. Anyway, if you're enjoying watching these, I really appreciate it. I'm just here hanging out. If you guys like what you see, I appreciate that too. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to have some fun and hang out with you. That's all it's supposed to be about, right? It's supposed to be fun. Hope you guys are having some fun, man. I hope you're doing if you're watching these, I hope you're doing Inktober too, because have some fun. You know what? Just have some fun. You deserve it. You need to have some fun. What can I say? Well, that's the end of this Inktober. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like the video. If you liked what you saw, subscribe. Hang out, throw a comment. Let me know what you like, don't like. And if you're into Inktober and you're doing it, let me know.